They say love knows no boundaries, no borders, no flags, no religions. But today, I'm living proof that love also has no immunity from the world's politics, from war, or from the fear that tomorrow may look nothing like yesterday. This is not just a story, it's my life and hers. Two souls divided by a man made line, drawn on a map we never asked for. I wish I could tell you our names, hers, mine, but I can't. For privacy, for safety, because when love gets caught in crossfire, even names become dangerous. I met her 3 years ago, not in India, not in Pakistan, but in Dubai, the city where cultures blend and strangers become stories. Fate introduced us. She is from Doha, Qatar, a brilliant mind, sharp witted, and fiercely independent. She works for the Qatari embassy as a cultural affairs officer, stationed in Pakistan for the past 5 years. She once told me she didn't choose Pakistan, Pakistan chose her. A diplomatic rotation. Temporary, she thought. She was in Dubai attending an intergovernmental conference. And I was on a short business trip and a little heartbroken from a recent breakup with someone who once meant the world to me. It was monsoon. The city smelled like rain and roasted corn. I was there for work. Nothing romantic about it, but love has a way of sneaking into conference halls and coffee shops. We bumped into each other at a literature festival of all places. She was moderating a panel on Indo-Pak culture exchange. I was attending it half-heartedly. Until she spoke. Her voice, I still remember. It had that softness that made you want to listen, not just hear. And then, the eyes, deep brown, thoughtful, filled with stories yet untold. After the event, I approached her. What started as an exchange of books and a cup of coffee turned into hours of conversation, then into daily calls, then into us finding excuses to visit each other across the borders. We kept in touch after Dubai. A week later, I visited her in Karachi for the first time, and then again, and again. We weren't careless. We knew what we were getting into. Different religions? Yes. Different cultures? Yes. Different nations? Absolutely. But love? Love was the same. Warm, affectionate, real. We weren't blind. We knew the tension between our countries. We knew what people might say. We knew it wasn't easy. But love never asks, is it easy? It only asks, is it real? And with her, it is. Over the next few years, we kept meeting, sometimes in Amritsar, sometimes in Lahore, sometimes in Dubai when it got too tricky. I met her parents once in Doha. She met mine in Delhi. We never needed grand gestures. A long walk near the beach, a stolen kiss in a bookstore aisle, watching silly rom-coms while eating biryani on a hotel bed. That was our romance. We've shared rooftops in Islamabad, cups of chai at roadside stalls in Lahore, whispered conversations in hotel lobbies, soft kisses exchanged under foreign skies. Nothing scandalous, nothing that couldn't be told to a family audience. Just real moments, honest, affectionate, deep. We knew time was limited every time, but we made it count. And then came the disaster, the attack. A terror attack in India on the 22nd of April. Lives lost, families shattered, borders tightened. I still get goosebumps when I think of the headlines, the visuals, the anger that followed. And yes, I'm angry too. I'm strongly against terrorism, and I want to say this loud and clear. I do not support Pakistan's actions or its politics. But my worry? My worry is for someone I love, who just happens to be in Pakistan. You see, I was there, with her, when the news broke. We had checked into a boutique hotel in Karachi just the night before. It was her birthday. I had surprised her. Flowers. A tiny ring. Not for marriage. Not yet. Just a promise. That night was magical. No phones, no politics. Just us, under the warmth of dim fairy lights and gentle jazz. She had tears in her eyes when I whispered in her ear, "One day, this distance won't exist." But by morning, everything changed. I woke up to the sound of my phone buzzing endlessly. One message after another. Emergency advisory from the Indian government. Indian nationals in Pakistan advised to return immediately. Flights were getting cancelled. Borders were closing. Embassies were on alert. I looked at her. She had already read the news. She didn't panic. She just looked at me. Her eyes said it all. She smiled, but it wasn't the smile I knew. It was the kind of smile people wear when they're trying not to cry. We didn't say much, we just packed, rushed. I remember how tightly she held my hand at the airport gate, like she was anchoring me in a storm. I turned back one last time before entering the immigration zone. She mouthed, "I love you." I nodded. I couldn't speak. My throat was choked. It's been only a few weeks since that night, but it feels like a lifetime. We talk, of course, video calls, messages, but the uncertainty looms larger than ever. Her diplomatic posting is still active, and now movement across the border is nearly impossible. Even third country meetups have become difficult due to tightened visa scrutiny. We don't talk about the future much anymore. Not because we don't want to, but because we're afraid it might break the spell of hope we're desperately holding on to. And this might surprise you, but I've had relationships before, in different countries, with different faiths. I've loved a Russian girl for 3 years. She was kind, smart, artistic. We're still friends. And there were others too across borders, across cultures, all wonderful in their own way. But this one makes me feel whole, like I'm not searching anymore. And maybe that's why it hurts more. Because this time, love didn't break. The world did. I don't know what lies ahead for us, but I know this. There's a girl in Karachi with eyes full of dreams and a heart that still beats for me. And here I am, in India, holding on to the echo of her laughter, the smell of her perfume, and the warmth of a love that crossed borders, even if I couldn't. Some stories aren't finished yet. Some stories are still unfolding, in video calls, in letters unsent, in prayers whispered quietly before sleep. Maybe someday I'll tell you more. But for now, this is where I am and where we are. Thank you for listening. If you've ever loved someone from afar, if you've ever felt the ache of a love separated by fate, politics, or distance, you know exactly what I feel. Because love doesn't need a visa.